Super excited to be here today. Nice to meet you. I'm Davey Weisberg. I'm a VP of Product at Trax.
And I'm Georgia Zafis. If I'm being good at my job, hopefully we know what I do by now. I'm the VP of Sales for Emerging Brands.
Cool. You've been hearing about a lot of the current solutions that we have and some of the amazing technologies, best in class, that we've deployed into these. What George and I are here to talk through today is a little bit of the future and what is the product strategy for us at Trax. Before I go into this, I wanted to take a second to tell my personal journey here. I joined Trax a year ago after 9 years at Google, where I worked on multiple products, including this one, Maps here. And as we started thinking about our strategy and going forward plan, a lot of similarities came to life that I just wanted to share with you and highlight here. Roughly 15 years ago, when Google Maps was coming about, they took a very audacious goal of mapping every street across the globe. They took also the audacious goal of putting images for every building, storefront, and house out there. This is crazy when you think about the operational expenses, the operational complexities, not to mention the fact that the use case was not there and the economical value was unclear. Still, though, I think we can all relate today to Google Maps as it's part of our daily active life. We use Google Maps or maps in general to navigate into places that we're familiar with. We use it to explore places that we're unfamiliar with. But we also use it to avoid issues and avoid traffic jams or obstruction. And this is truly like a guiding tool that helps us navigate the world. When we think about Trax's future, we look at it the same way. We want it to be a tool that helps you navigate retail. Speaking to all of you and doing research and studies at home, we basically realized there is number one need, the topmost need across all these is data. Data gives you the visibility into the shelf, but we also realized the data today is very difficult to attain. It's often expensive and difficult to get, fragmented, and really not actionable. So the data becomes the core pillar of our product offering here, as we believe this can help you drive sales velocity and the growth you're looking at. Taking a step back and thinking about traditional merchandising, we know it's built around the generalization and in hope that the visit is actually effective. When you look at facts, you realize that many of these visits are actually wasteful as a result of inability to perform an action or the lack of need to perform an action at the store. Furthermore, the data that comes out of it is typically inconsistent, subjective to kind of like whoever ran this store visit, et cetera, and really doesn't help down making further decisions based on the data. Also, for brands like you, where agility and speed to markets are critical, the fixed routines, the very detailed schedules are not conducive and don't help in terms of getting action done quickly. So what we're proposing is actually a revolutionary change. It's flipping the paradigm on its head. We want to provide a proactive collection that really helps drive the actions when and where needed. We're going to use and collect data from stores across the nation and structure the data in a way that allow you to get visibility into the holistic data. But it also provides an opportunity to choose and pick what actions you want to perform, when and best needed, so that you're able to maximize your return on investment. With that, I would like to introduce the Trax Smart Action Platform. Really excited about this. We believe this is the driver of the future of retail execution. In the next few slides, I'm going to cover and show some of the highlights of the platform. But before I do, I wanted to thank Sandro here in the audience for allowing us to use the Sanzo as an example here. Numbers are fake, so we don't need to rush to replenish this out of stock that we'll see. The journey starts with the dashboard that basically provides a very holistic view into the key performance indicators like out of stocks or number of facings, and really is a starting place to getting a good sign of the health of the product. As you move through, you can actually see how things have behaved over time, right? And this allows you to tie actions into the output that you see. So this is truly powerful to understand what actions that might have happened in the past and how they map into some of these KPIs that we showed. Sorry, it doesn't click. OK. One of the other aspects of the category of the product, which we believe is very powerful, is the ability to see things not only for your own brand, but also across competition. We believe that this visibility provides great opportunity to understand what's going on the shelf with other players, whether it's a launch of a new product or whether it's a launch of a campaign or a price reduction. This holistic visibility is true opportunity to engage with something that is in context and broader than just the individual brand. Everything we discussed up until now was at a very holistic view, aggregated type of metrics. But there is obviously the ability to drill deep and get into specifics as we recognize the need to act granularly. You can slice and dice and filter by any product, for example, here. So the out-of-stock metric that we've seen at the aggregated level is now seen here at the product level. You can also filter by locations and pick and choose a specific store where you can dig deep into what's going on there. In this example, we picked the Whole Foods Market in Denver as the key. So for this, you can see the KPIs at a very detailed view for that store. But you can also see what is here on the right-hand side is an observation that was auto-generated from that visit. So the data is not only there for you to react on, it also generates an observation and a plan of action that you can take. We will talk about actions in a tiny bit more. The last part of the store visit is the image that come out of it. Not only you can see individual images, but we also provide the opportunity to stitch them together. That allows you to choose the location of the location in the store, whether it's the main shelf or a secondary shelf, but truly get the holistic view of the category, which is really powerful when you think it's almost like being at the store and getting this visibility yourself. We believe this is a powerful feature that is very important going forward. I mentioned a little bit about the campaigns that come out of it. And the way we thought about this is that these observations that we see in the store are helping us generate insights and recommendations that you can follow on. So this recommended campaign section of the product allows you to take action very, very quickly and at scale. But we also understand the need to build very detailed action should you want to. So the next action builder section allows you to choose specific granularity for like a specific SKU or even a specific store that you want to take action on. Everything is provided with full transparency and visibility into the cost. So you can see here again how much a campaign might cost. And the action builder allows you to basically prioritize based on your constraints, resources, urgency, etc. So if somebody launched a promo campaign and you need to react immediately, you can set a one-time job that happens tomorrow versus something that might occur more of a recurrence that every 3 weeks you want to visit. You'll get full visibility into it, and you'll be able to set it up here. Naturally, you want to bring it all together and kind of like see how it all plays out. The campaign results section of the tool allows you to see both work in progress as well as where the metrics have landed as a result of your actions. So this allows you to get details into specific visits. You can see how things are maturing, what's the impact on the KPIs, as well as get visibility from before and after through the images. So again, I did a very quick overview of the product. The team has set great demos outside for you to engage with and play with and just learn more. Come chat with us about these. Super excited to be passing it on to George now.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm not really good reading the room, but I'm assuming that some of you are thinking right now how this is different from what I currently have from Trax, right? Imagine getting self-level data without having to perform a visit. How cool is that, right? Imagine being able to not have to come to us with a situation, with a problem, with an emergency, and we come to you and tell you, this is what we prevented. This is what we fixed for you. This is how much your sales improved because of that. So we're talking about a totally new era. For Trax, this is a very crucial undertaking. We're trying to synthesize all our solutions. And David earlier talked about image recognition, and yes, we're best in class. But how do we utilize that in order to drop all these vast data that come into a decision-making platform now? So how we're able to support all the data we have in order to determine what's the right action. And out there, we have so many assets. We have our subject teams, we have our Flex Force, we have our Gotham team. We even have your own teams out there, right? So how do we utilize all these assets that we have in order to go and win in the store? So really quick, what is this platform? It's based in a constant flow of data. But why we call it smart? So most of you here, you're getting data every day, right? Data from your broker, data from your retailer, data from your distributor, data from your mom. She sends you a picture because they didn't find the product at the store that she's visiting, right? What are you going to do with all this data? And I'm thinking like all the time, all our disruptors here, they have to work on the product, they have to work on the retailer, but what do you do with all this data? So the foundation of this platform is all this data to being used in a smart way, automated by us. And this data will determine the right actions at every store level. Very surgical. And it needs to be surgical because that's the only way you can see the ROI. You have to stop visiting stores that you don't have an impact, and you have to put your resources and all your power behind the stores that's going to bring you all the wins and improve the velocity we were talking earlier. But for us, this is a new innovative platform for one more reason. This is going to be an inclusive platform. It's not going to be only for you guys, but it's going to be for all your stakeholders. This is a platform that your distributor will join, your buyer will join, your internal teams, and all of you, you're going to be able to collaborate on what you learn from the marketplace in real time. I don't see this platform only for prevention. I see that as a platform also for opportunity. Imagine if you have data about how your entire category is moving, right? Imagine when you have data that your entire category is on promo. Guess what's going to happen soon? Your sales are going to get a hit. You have to act on that. You have to do a coupon campaign. You have to do a demo campaign. Imagine when your competition is constantly out of stock. That's going to be a great conversation you can have with your buyer about how good you are filling all these orders and being constant there and demand more space. This platform is not going to help you then only for fixing problems at the store, but it's going to give you insights for a bigger picture for your entire company. Okay, so you're going to be able to have conversations that include all the parties of the retail ecosystem. I know that all these sound kind of audacious, and they are, to be pretty honest, but we are trying to shape a product, and we believe that with this, we're going to save the entire industry. And this industry needs some transparency, needs more agility. So I'm looking here for some early disruptors to come and join us for shaping this product, give us all the pains and the needs you have. And hopefully next year you'll be here at the stage with me having a conversation about how successful was 2022 using that platform. And David did a great team. We're going to be out there on the demos with our entire team. And please join us because we're looking for 3-4 disruptors to join this journey. Thank you very much.